Spring has sprung, and the end of another school year is right over the horizon. Welcome to this edition of The Focus. I'm your host, Kelly Gorel. Our first stop is at Norfolk Highlands Primary School, where students celebrate diversity with African drums. Chesapeake native Donald Harold and his wife Tutu taught and entertained the students with African storytelling and music.
We have always thought of it as a means of illuminating or making folks more aware of the beauty and the poignancy of African and African American life and culture. We use different elements of that culture connected with the performing arts, as you see, from stories to music to dance.
Yeah, the significance of it is to open all these young people's mind, even the grown-ups, to learn and know about the African people, you know, because most of the time the wrong thing they see on the television, and it's like we are taking them on a journey to Africa, you know, to know that they can travel the world. The world is getting smaller, not as it was when we were all growing up, when it's so big. But now, technology has made it so easy for you to get on a jet plane, and you will be there in the morning even eating breakfast with the African people.
It's a homecoming for you. You're a Chesapeake person who has come back. What does it mean being a person who originally raised here in Chesapeake and coming back and performing for the youth of Chesapeake?
You know, that's a great question. You know, the significance is beyond words, because all of my fondest memories, not all of them, but you know, I have such great fond memories of growing up here, and I understand, as a result, I can understand who the children are today and what their needs are. I have a great sense of it. They are not unlike my needs. And we have created a means, learning modules through entertainment that can address those needs. So though we perform all over, I have a special affinity because I know I have a connection and that we can do some good. We can really do some great good working amongst the people in Chesapeake.
This entertaining and informative assembly finished up with students and teachers on stage for a great music number. We traveled next to Hickory Elementary, where students gathered for a visit from a very special guest. Handels Franklin of the Harlem Globetrotters came to coach students about the ABCs of bullying prevention.
Well, you know, this is our 90th anniversary, and traditionally we've always tried to do positive things in the community. We visit a lot of schools, speak to kids, and we visit hospitals. We do these things all over the world. But what we like most is not only being great basketball players, but great role models for kids. If you don't remember anything I did here today, I want you to remember. Listen to your parents, teachers, and principal. Get your education. Believe in your dreams. Remember action, bravery, and compassion, because we believe that bullying is not...
It wouldn't be a visit from the Globetrotters without some magic with the basketball. Our students also got into the action.
Let's take a hit. No, how about you? How about you? How about that one? Come on, we'll take it. We'll take it. How about you, Pokemon? How about you?
I learned about don't bully and have very good character.
What were the ABCs? What do they stand for?
A means action, B means bravery, and C means compassion.
I learned that you shouldn't bully and that you should be kind to others and be their friend.
Well, for me, it's seeing the smiles on the people's faces and being about all positivity, which is great for me. I love being able and living to inspire others to be the best they can be. And I think that's what the best thing about being a Harlem Globetrotter is.
Our elementary schools are home to some very accomplished authors. They gathered at Oscar Smith High School to celebrate what they have written. Parents and friends went from each school's table to read the great stories they wrote. As you can see by the turnout that night, Chesapeake thinks reading and writing is quite important.
I wrote a book called Kirsten's Creative Poems, and it's all types of poetry.
Now, what's your favorite poem in that book?
My favorite poem is What Are Birds and What Do They Do? It's right here.
It feels awesome and cool, and all these people over here, and my friends over here, my teachers all over here. It feels good. About I got stuff in my book, I made Sloppy the Dummy Alive and the Animal League, and I made up my own bug and made up my own Grinch, and made up another dummy, but I tell how I put it together, like a flute, like I said, I use with the eyes, head, body, hands. Now I color it.
I wrote about I like to learn about the presidents. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president. George Washington, George Washington, what is that? First president. They lived in Washington, D.C.
The city and the schools combined to sponsor Chesapeake Are You Ready Family Night. 4 years ago, it started with less than 100 attendees and has now grown to over 300 parents and their children. Parents attended seminars and visited with vendors about preparing their children for school. There were also activities for the children who came with their parents.
Tonight is the 4th annual Chesapeake Are You Ready Family Night, and it's a collaborative effort between the City of Chesapeake and all the entities and organizations in the Chesapeake Public Schools.
Now, what do you hope that parents get out of all these things that they're seeing tonight?
We really hope that the parents understand that there's a lot of community resources and support from the city and the schools, because we want to work with them to make sure their child is successful.
Indian River High School once again hosted our school system's Teacher of the Year ceremony.
It takes a high-quality school system to move this city forward, which means opportunities for everyone. And again, I want to take a moment to congratulate you. I have to tell you, I want to also recognize the thousands of teachers and administrators and those who work behind the scenes to keep our schools at the top of everyone's list. Make no mistake about it, we are certainly blessed in Chesapeake. All of our students are extremely gifted with God-given talents.
Tonight, it would be nearly impossible to count the number of miracles that have unfolded in the hands of these special leaders. Every child who enters a classroom is a miracle in itself, a unique and wonderful masterpiece in the making. This year, it is our privilege to work with more than 39,000 masterpieces in Chesapeake. To our Teachers of the Year, thank you for making your classrooms centers of excellence, because revealing the masterpiece in every child is at the heart of your life's work. Your touch will certainly leave an indelible mark that will impact the lives of students in Chesapeake Public Schools forever. We appreciate each one of you. We celebrate your many thousands of successes in your classrooms. And tonight it is our privilege to honor you as our Teachers of the Year. Thank you for everything you do.
47 teachers, one from each of our schools and 2 centers, were honored for their excellence in education. Out of this group, 4 were chosen as the best of the best. Our elementary teacher of the year is Deborah McNeil of Southwestern Elementary. Great Bridge Middle School is home to our middle school teacher of the year, Michael Orr. Susan Hodges of Western Branch High School is the high school teacher of the year. And this year, the honor of the overall teacher of the year goes to Dr. Tony McNair of Indian River Middle School. At the ceremony, Dr. McNair was awarded the use of a brand new car courtesy of Priority Chevrolet in Chesapeake. Each spring, our elementary school artists have their work displayed on the walls of the ODU Tri-City Center. Each student was honored at a reception at the center. A large group of parents and family members came to view the beautiful artwork.
Well, personally, I feel that art is the core of all that we do. I don't think that many people think about the fact of the role that art plays in our lives. But when we look at a piece of art, we learn a lot about a person. We learn the time period. We learn the culture. We have an understanding of what is going on during that time that that person is actually painting or presenting whatever the work is that they're doing. It teaches us not only social studies, but we have math. We talk about our pieces that brings in the communication for English, the science of mixing colors and pastels together. So art really and truly is the core of any discipline, and I'm hoping that teachers will begin to use the arts more within their content area, because students really need to know how to apply what they're learning, and the arts will be a great way to be able to do that.
To celebrate the 50th playing of the Super Bowl, the NFL presented golden footballs to players and coaches who participated in one of those games. 2 Chesapeake athletes came home to present their footballs to their former schools. Darren Perry of Deep Creek High School and Charlie Stukes of Crestwood High School were honored at ceremonies at each school. Staff from our school administration building gathered on a cool spring morning to celebrate National Walking Day. They held 2 15-minute walks to kick off a walking challenge that will last for 4 weeks.
I'm the wellness ambassador for the school administration building, and what that means is I am kind of the go-between for the wellness program, and as far as communicating wellness activities and encouraging staff members to participate in these activities. Today we did a walk to recognize National Walking Day, and we had several of us come out and do a 15-minute walk around the municipal complex. It's a beautiful day. I want to get everybody involved, and we're just promoting good health in our school division.
Chesapeake Public Schools partners with many organizations, and today we're out walking, celebrating National Walking Day and supporting the American Heart Association. We just did a 15-minute walk with our staff at school administration, and we have many other schools that have been participating in Jump Rope for Heart and Hoops for Heart. We also have one high school this year, first time doing a 5K, and all those proceeds will be used to support the American Heart Association as well. And today also starts our employee walking challenge, which will be a 4-week challenge that'll wrap up right after the 5K that Great Bridge High School is doing for American Heart, which is April 30th.
If you'd like to know more about Chesapeake Public Schools, please visit our website at www.cpschools.com. Also, we're proud to announce our brand new CP Schools YouTube channel. Please visit us there to find out all the exciting things that are going on in Chesapeake Public Schools. I'm your host, Kelly Gorel, and until next time, have a great day.